What were you going to do today? Were you going to do anything interesting? In this question, here is the verb be. It's in the past tense. And then going to do. This is the main verb. This is asking about activity for the future. What were you going to do? So going to do is asking about an activity for the future. In this video, I'll show you how you can use this kind of expressions or this kind of a verb tense when talking about a future activity. I was going to, and then a simple form of verb, I was going to is equal to, or it is similar to, talking about the future. So we are in this sort of sentences, in this sort of structures, we ask questions and we talk about the future. I was going to do something, it means I am talking about the future, not the past. So I was going to go to the store. This is my plan for later, but it could change. So over here, was is the be form of verb that is in past tense. And then we have this going to, and then this is main verb go. So I was going to go to the store. This is my plan for later, but it could change. A lot of people will use was, then going to, and then here is the main verb go when talking about the future activity. You could say, I'm going to go to the store. You may write it like that. I'm going to go to the store. You may write like this, or you may express it like this. I'm going to go to the store. But you are often hear someone say this one. I was going to go to the store. This perhaps, this one. I was going to go to the store. This perhaps is a subject to change. Mean this is not your fixed plan. It is subject to change. Means we change it in the future. But these are my plans in the future. My plans could change. So this structure, was going to or were going to, these are actually referring to my plans which are going to happen in future. And that's one reason why you will hear was instead of am. We are not going to write am, rather we are going to write, or we are going to say was instead of am. There is the possibility of doing something different, and this depends on who is asking you the question. What is that question? What are you going to do today? So then your answer will be, I was going to go to the store. Going to may be used for proposing action. This is useful when you propose some kind of action. You have an idea to do something. For example, I was going to order a pizza. I haven't ordered a pizza yet, but this is something that I am thinking about doing. When you hear me say I was going to order a pizza, then I expect your response. what do you think about that? Means I am asking your response that I was going to order a pizza, and what do you think about that? So I am actually inviting you to respond for that, and your response is okay, that's great. So this sort of response I was asking for. So this will be the response. So actually this is was, and this is in be form. Then we are having going to, and then this is the main verb order. So as I said, I haven't ordered a pizza yet, but this is something that I am thinking about doing. When you hear me say I was going to order a pizza, then I am going to expect, or I am expecting your response, and I am asking for your opinion about this situation in the future, and you say okay, that's great. Here is the idea. Where is the idea? This one. I was going to order a pizza. Here is the idea, and then here is the response. Okay, that's great. And this is actually a response to this proposed action. I was going to order a pizza. This was actually a proposed action, this one, and this one was a response for that. This is a response. Two people, A and B, are talking, and the first person says, what were you going to do with that old couch? And the person who answers says, I was going to give it away. This is for a future action. What were you going to do? Over here this is be form, and then going to, and then this is the main verb do. What were you going to do with that old couch? So as I said, that this is for a future action. It hasn't happened yet, but the people involved are thinking about future activity, and that's why person B says I was going to give it away. So again, this is be form, and this is in past tense, and then going to, and then this is the main verb. So this activity hasn't happened yet, but these people who are involved, Mr. A and Mr. B, they are thinking about some future activity. Instead of going to, you might a person say, means instead of going to, you might say I was hoping to, and then there will be a simple form of verb over here. So this is actually be in the past tense, then this is something that is the hope. So instead of going to, you might use a person say what I was hoping to, or I was planning to. So this is actually the alternative sentences for this activity, I was going to or were going to, and then the main verb. So I was hoping to or I was planning to, these are both in the past continuous tense. We know that this is past, and then this hoping and planning, these two words are showing that past continuous tense is there. And then after two, this one and this one, these two words are, we put simple form of verb to make it an infinitive. If we put to, I was hoping to play, or I was hoping to run. So these are two infinitives, because past continuous and then to, and then the simple form of verb make it simple form of verb make it an infinitive. Or you could just use the past tense and say I was just about to leave. So this is an infinitive and this is past, and why I was just about to leave. and then whatever the activity is, I was just about to leave. It hasn't happened yet, but this is the plan. This one, I was just about to leave, or I was planning to, or I was hoping to. So these are not showing something that has happened yet, but they are actually the expressions to denote or to indicate something that is going to happen in the future. So that's why these are the plans 1, 2, 3. These are the future plans. Here is the question in the past continuous tense. Now over here A says, and then B responds, what were you planning to do this weekend? Over here this is B form in the tense, and then planning, then to do, this one. So what were you planning to do this weekend? So the response is, I was going to go skiing. So I was going, the question was, what were you planning to do this weekend? Over here we know this is be form in the past tense, and then this is the main verb, that is planning, plan, then ing form. To do is an actually infinitive. This is an infinitive, and the answer to this question, what were you planning to do this weekend? The answer to this particular question is using going to. I was going to go skiing. So this is past form of be, then going to go, going to go. So this going to is over there. Before this we have this past form of be, was going to. So as I said, the answer is I was going to go skiing. So this is the be form in the past tense over here, and then going to. This structure again refers to the future plans, but this hasn't happened. As we know that I was going to go skiing, this hasn't happened yet, and the plans might change. Now as far as hope is concerned, was going to may refer or indicate to hope. The past continuous tense is often used with the verb hope. She was hoping to attend college next year. Over here a person says, and a person wants something to happen in the future, and he says she was hoping to attend college next year. You could change the infinitive to attend. This is an infinitive over here. So you could change this infinitive to attend very easily and put in different words. We know this. Was is the be, past form of be, and then hoping, this is continuous tense, and then this is actually the infinitive. We could change this infinitive very easily to visit. She was hoping to attend college next year, and she was hoping to visit her friends in Pakistan. So over here she was hoping to attend college next year, so we have replaced this infinitive to attend in by this one. This is quite easy change. Now the sentence is, she was hoping to visit her friends in Pakistan. This is a hope for the future. Actually this is be form in the past. She was hoping to visit her friends in Pakistan. Again, this hasn't happened yet, but it is a possibility based on hope. And the last situation may be direct speech to indirect speech. Once we are converting direct speech to indirect speech, we may use was going to structure. How? Here we have direct speech. A person says, I'm going to take the train, she said. And I am going to take the train, she said. And then when talking about it, she said that she was going to take the train. When converting the direct speech into indirect speech, am going to, this structure in this case becomes was going to over here. You are talking about what somebody planned to do. So this hasn't happened again. This is a possibility. She said that she was going to take the train. So again over here, she planned to do that, to take the train. Hope this will help you in understanding the concept of was going to and were going to.